Good morning. I wanted to get back to you on your question from Friday or last Thursday, I guess, which was on 10.4, number 4. So if it's asking you to write and simplify an equivalent rational expression with the denominator of x squared times x minus 3, this is actually just an introduction into how we're going to add fractions in 10.5. In order to add fractions, we have to have the least common denominator. And so this is just a step in the process that's saying, okay, I want to take this, but I need it to end up with a denominator of x squared times x minus 3. So right now, there's only an x squared in the denominator, so that's taken care of. But it's missing the x minus 3 piece. So what we have to think about is that in order to get the x squared on the bottom to be x squared times x minus 3, I need to multiply the bottom of the fraction by x minus 3. Okay, so if I do this, x squared times x minus 3 gives me x squared times x minus 3. Now, the follow-up to that is the only way I'm allowed to do that is if I multiply the bottom of a fraction by something, I must also multiply the top of the fraction by the same thing. So I must multiply the top, by x minus 3 as well. Because technically, in theory, x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 is just 1. So I've just multiplied by 1, so I didn't change the value. Now we do want you to expand the top out, so two options, 5x plus 1 times x minus 3. Some of you guys use the distribution idea or foiling. 5x times x is 5x squared minus 15x plus 1x minus 3. So you get 5x squared minus 14x minus 3 on top. That will be your final answer. So this is what it's looking for. However, we also learned this year or talked about the box model. So you could also multiply in the box model, 5x and a plus 1 on one side and x minus 3 on the other. Multiply length times width of all four boxes, 5x squared minus 15x, 1x, and a negative 3. And you see we get these same four terms. Okay, thanks, and let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Have a good day.